Another aphorism I had, you've heard this, was faith and belief are shed like a serpent's skin once you know.
Absolutely.
And the thing is that you cannot have faith and belief and live your life by facts of knowledge.
No.
This is why I separated knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is fixed and set fast in time. It's specific to a certain place and a certain time. Wisdom, however, always means the same thing anywhere you go.
Listen what I'm going to tell you. I talked to Peggy for 2 hours. I get a kick out of what I did yesterday. I said, Peggy, I'm tired and worn out today, and I'm not on. And those things that came out of my mouth 3 days prior to this meeting with you, it just came forth. But I'm tired, and I've had a bad feeling today, and so I'm kind of playing it low, keeping my mouth closed. He said, well, you'll feel better after, you know, as the conversation goes on, because she through experience knew of basically my habitat of personality, and she knew I was a person that worked with dementia people, and a caring person, and a person basically not totally fried upstairs, you know. So anyhow, as the conversation went on, she said, David, what is faith? And I said, Peggy, I'm not on today, but I will do my best to communicate to you what I have experienced and what I think it is. And yesterday I was off. Today I'm on. Hello. So I took her through all these different emotions and causes, effects of up and down, and I got to these wordings of what faith is lined up with on the chalkboard: hope, faith, enthusiasm, sex, love, romance, indecision, mastermind group, organized planning. Your
Napoleon Hill.
Well, I mixed that with Campbell. I mixed it with Nietzsche. I mixed it with Goethe. I mixed it with everybody because I was processing all the people that I've read.
You were integrating and assimilating.
I was talking.
That is called synthesis.
Yes.
You're synthesizing.
I was bringing them all in the conversation, and I can't remember everything I said. I could if I just sit here for 30 minutes and concentrate.
Right.
You know? But when I was done, she goes, I see what it is. It is a chemistry. And I said, yes, there's other professors and people will...
Now, I came today when I was talking about this, faith and belief, and basically what I boiled it down to was acceptance. And the reason why I assimilated it to that was that the living, growing, and changing. Things have to change. Yeah. They have to change. They have to metamorphose.
Absolutely.
I was talking about the difference between transformation, which only regurgitates in a new form the same old thing, and mysticism or metamorphosis, where the caterpillar becomes a butterfly. It's a total different shift in life processes.
But I took
it's a different life process.
I took her through habitat of everyday life, and we came out with what faith is. It just came in, and we both got to see it. I brought it forth out of my experience and names and all of this stuff that I did, and we worked it for 15 minutes, and I brought it to where she could visibly see it in the air in front of her, and she went, I see what it is now. I said it has to do with autosuggestion, persistence. You have to kickstart the subconscious because it's so dragged down by all these imprints by other people.
Now, but I'm getting at now in relationship to dementia, you have to watch out that you can auto-suggest to yourself in a persistent manner the same old picture, in a different form, and you're really not assimilating new information and stimulating the memory.
But I did it with her ongoing stimulation of what she's doing, and she's very positive and very focused and very balanced, and she's very upfront. She is an Aries 11,
and she's 85.
Yeah, but she's sharp.
Now Aries, randomness, they don't like the fixed and set fast.
No, she said, David, I'm an Aries, and my two daughters were Aquarius, and they're always trying to put my fire out. I said they were trying to blow it out. She said, yes.
Aquarius and what?
she's an Aries and she has 2 Aquarius daughters.
Okay.
And the oldest one is the one that's been married 7 times.
Oh, listen to this. If you look at that, Aquarius has a hearty folk belief. Aries is the beginning of a theology, true religion.
Right.
Religion only happens when you have a theological, thought out process. They start analyzing the hearty folk belief. Now, the hearty folk believers do not want you to overanalyze their hearty folky beliefs.
Right. She said, David, she said this a week ago. She said, will I see my husband again? And I said, yes.
Cool.
And I took her through it. I said, listen.
Her husband that died.
Yeah. I said, listen, he turns the light on every night. That's great. I hope he turns everything on in the house. Yeehaw, yay to life. Listen, here's the deal. When I watch these people die with my eyes and my state of mind where I'm not emotionally upset to where I can...
You have a detachment.
A detachment. I can see the all the molecules and everything. If I'm real still and my brain is completely calm, like water, totally still, I can see them leave the body. It's no big thing.
Now, when you're in that state...
It's not a state. It's just being still.
Okay, when you're being still, how is that a pleasurable experience for you? Do you like being there?
I'm part of the universe. I get to walk across the molecules.
Is that a yes?
Well, of course it is, but it's not a dope.
Yeah.
We should be that way all the time, all of us.
Yeah. What I'm getting at is that I find it very interesting that you go there.
I don't go there.
Okay, that experience is had by you.
It's there all the time if you're still.
When somebody dies.
Well, no, it's everything, really. I've just happened to this death thing is so popular with humans down here.
Well, you detach yourself from your emotions and your sensations and all that.
I had to by taking care of my mother, because if I was emotional, I couldn't have gotten anything done with her.
Right, right.
I mean, I had to make a decision. And with it's just like a doctor. You fucking nut, fuck you. You can't say that in front of them.
Right.
He knows they're fried and it's irritating the shit out of him because he might be a bug doctor, internal medicine or something else. So he has to drug them or give them this or lean over and slip their son a note and says, would you like me to call hospice, you know?
Yeah.
The thing is, Damon, when I'm still, I turn in to molecules, atoms, neutron. In other words, I realize that they're everywhere, and I realize that there's picture shows. There's so many things going on. It's in the bazillions, and that can only be in the space of 10 feet. I have seen this stuff, and it's no big thing. I respect it. I don't go, oh, I found this. I'm going to put it on the market. Dave Powers finds out molecules, and Jesus and the resurrection was in one molecule. Whoop-de-fucking-do. And Betty Ross too. You know what I mean? Come on, people. You know what? Thank God and Greyhound and whoever wants to join in and a smile on the side that I freaking had the adversity in my childhood. Otherwise, I would have been on a structural, build the pie higher, possibly, maybe a free person, maybe not. But I would have been on a whole different thing. Now, when I have my chart done and my tarot cards done, they say, where in the hell have you been? The ones who really not just convinced themselves, but actually have put the dots together enough to know that everything of fusion, everything of this whole family of the source, and when the universe is growing, it's growing. Peggy said, David, what about all these people? Where do they go? I said, that's the universe growing. She said, my God, David, that makes sense. That's not a far out freaking thing. Wake up, people. Where did all this stuff go? Well, it's growing, and it has no beginning and no end. Hello, have a good day and have a good universal flight.
It's not fixed and set fast.
Hell no, you know?